Hi everyone, I've got Dr. Dan Ritchie here from Miracles Fitness in Lafayette and West Lafayette. And kind of what I want to talk about today is I want to talk about the benefits of doing web video and using it to market your business. Now I know, Dan, that you've done a lot of web videos in the past. I know that you've had me do some of those and help you. You've done a lot of TV, advertising, video format. And I know that you're doing a lot of videos on your own now. And I just want to kind of see what you think the importance of that is and how that's benefiting your business.
Well, probably the simplest thing I found is that people know me before they ever set foot in my place. TV commercials help with that, online video, just they're seeing me in so many formats that they feel like they know me before they've ever met me. So that's a really powerful tool. For me, that's probably the strongest connection, is I want people to know and like me before they have to come in and trust me with their fitness service.
Right, and I know that's one of the things I talk to my clients, potential clients about. Using video is it breaks down those initial barriers. They truly do get to know you before they ever meet you, and it just builds that level of trust and competence in whatever service you're providing before you ever talk to them.
Yeah, for sure. And I think in my industry, I sell a fairly expensive product. I mean, you're looking at $1,000 to $3,000 purchase, so it's really helpful if you know before you ever set foot in the place that I think I like this Dan guy, or I can actually trust him, or he seems credible on TV, and video helps me establish some of my credentials before they ever set foot in my place, as opposed to a print ad or maybe a postcard or something that's just text. That doesn't build relationship. You can't build relationship with a piece of text. As opposed to a video, you can say, oh, I can actually see him. I understand who he is, he understands me. You can relate to people emotionally through video. I mean, people hear me talk and they go, yeah, I think he actually understands what I'm going through. He understands how difficult weight loss is. He understands what my knee pain is like. Those sorts of things you can communicate. And then of course, you throw in a few customer testimonials, real people who've gotten real results in your place. They tell their story. Nobody can argue with that, especially when it's on video. Right,
and you do use a lot of your clients in your videos, telling their story, how your Miracles Fitness has helped them, and they are really open when they talk about themselves and what you've done. And
well, sure, yeah. I mean, you change somebody's life, they're happy to tell their story usually, and it's really pretty simple. I mean, I brought my flip cam. I mean, it's a $100 item. And basically I just asked somebody, would you tell me that story again on video?
Right.
Sometimes people are like, well, I don't know if I want to but usually they're like, well, yeah, because you're going to help somebody else. Right. I string a bunch of those together and I can give them to you. You can put together, a 1-minute spot, a 30-second spot. These things come in HD now, so the video quality is great. Sound quality might not be as good, but when somebody's telling a compelling story, we're really not that picky, especially when it's on the internet.
Right.
The video doesn't have to be.
Right, and that's one of the things that I wanted to touch on briefly here, is that sometimes you do want your video for your business to be produced professionally, but not all of it has. Sometimes it's just a matter of just getting the content out there, which is kind of what we're doing today. I've brought on an example of one of my other cameras, and this is a $1,500 prosumer grade camera. Now, I mean, quite honestly, this is really cheap compared to some of the other cameras I've got, which I can show you what the other one is over there. That's a $6,000 camera that we're using to record this now, but it doesn't have to be that. We could have just as easily set up your little camera there and done this whole thing. You want the audio quality to be clear. You want to be able to understand what they're saying, but it doesn't have to be overproduced. And we're purposely not overproducing this. I'm not going to do any editing to this. I just want to trim the beginning, trim the end, and put it out there, because I think this is information that will benefit a lot of businesses.
Yeah, and these flip cams, I think flip cam's now out of business. I think Sony sold it and somebody ran it into the ground. But this is a Kodak. I take it when I travel. I went to California, shot a blog post. I mean, it's really simple. I can go anywhere, and I'm in California hiking, and I said, hey, this is inspiring me to communicate to my customers. So I shot a 30-second blog post. Right. Sound quality's fine for a blog post. Right. Throw it on the internet, throw it on your Facebook page. People see it, they're like, hey, Dan's in California and he's talking to me back here in Indiana about fitness and why it's important. Right. And it's really easy and simple. But high quality stuff, like tomorrow we're at CAT all day. We're going to see their 1,000 employees. I'm going to show a video that you produced with Nicole Kahn and Laura Kirtley, who everyone recognizes. Everyone immediately says, oh, well, if they train at Miracles Fitness, level of credibility, 2-minute video, Absolutely. I want that to look as sharp and professional as possible, so you come in and shoot that.
Right.
And I've used that everywhere. TV, internet,
which
Facebook.
has been very successful for you.
Absolutely.
Which, I mean, we were hoping that it would when we started on that project, but really had no idea that it was going to be as successful for you as what it has. And one of the things I wanted to just touch on briefly was we don't have to overproduce. You know, just get the message out there, but it doesn't always have to be a hard sell as well. And I know that a lot of your videos that you're using on YouTube that you guys are doing at your own facility are just showing your other clients what level they're at in their fitness and how it's helping them, and making that relationship to the potential customers, clients that are out there.
Right, absolutely. Yeah, I don't think video necessarily is automatically going to get you the sale. I don't use video to sell. What I use video is to get somebody to walk in the door. And when somebody walks in the door and they say, hey, I'm signing up because I saw your video, the sale's easy. Right. But video just helps bridge that gap to get them to come in the door, because they say, oh, well, if Nicole Kahn and Laura Kirtley train at Miracles Fitness, then maybe I should check it out. Right. I know if they check it out, they're very likely to buy. So the video is just getting them to make that jump from, I never thought of checking out Miracles Fitness, to now I got to go check it out. Right. Then the sale part, that's my job, and that part I can handle. So the video is just getting them in the door. And that becomes even easier for you. Way easier. It's way easier. When people walk in, they're like, well, I'm seeing you everywhere. Right. And I'm like, well, I'm only on TV commercials and on web video, so I know those are the two places they're seeing me, but they're seeing me in video, so they feel like they know me. Right. And I think part of it is I almost get in their subconscious, because they see me on the internet, they see me, you know, on TV, they see me on the morning news, because I'm on the morning news every so often, and so they sort of feel like, maybe somebody's telling me I need to go talk to this Dan Ritchie guy because I'm seeing him everywhere. Right. So it has that powerful connection, as opposed to if they saw me in the newspaper, there's really no connection there. There's no relational connection, no emotional connection, no, I feel like this Dan Ritchie guy keeps invading my living room, you know, that sort of thing.
And you take the videos that you do, whether they're mine or whether they're your own, and you use those on social media as well, which is a great place to promote your business. I've been trying to convert more and more businesses to the benefits of using social media, and video is a great way to add into that social media campaign to reach your clients.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the statistics on YouTube video, I mean, it's just unbelievable, the hours and hours of video being uploaded every minute. And the reality is we're all watching it.
I just saw a statistic earlier today on YouTube, and I'm not going to quote it exactly, but I believe it said that there are like 24 hours of video uploaded to YouTube every minute, I believe.
Yeah, it sounds about right. It's ridiculous.
A ridiculous number.
It is ridiculous.
And you know, some of it's stuff you want to watch, some of it's stuff you don't want to watch, but it's there.
Yeah, I couldn't even tell you how many videos we have on YouTube, over 50. And dozens of them have over 300 views. Right. You know, which means hundreds and hundreds of people are watching multiple videos that we've put out with the mayors in it, Gene Cady. Right. Just some with me talking about your golf swing. I mean, who knows? But it's out there. And so people can find out more about your product really easy. You know, you don't have to be on the phone all the time. You don't have to be out in meetings. It's always available on YouTube 24/7. At 1 in the morning, if somebody's worried about weight loss, they can find us, and they can find quite a bit about us.
Now, one of the things I'm going to help you with here in the future is linking your YouTube videos together. And actually, if you want to, you can click on the link that's going to come up down here, and it will take you to some of Dan's YouTube videos that you can click on and go watch his YouTube videos and see how that whole process works. Which I think that you're looking into doing that, but I think I can help you figure out those steps to make that happen. So if something should change on one of your YouTube videos, rather than taking it down and removing that content, leave it on there, but put a link on it that will take them to the new information or the updated information without having to redo it.
Yeah, that's
and
good.
You don't have to redo the video and re-upload it. You just need to build a link into it, which YouTube allows you to do that, which is fantastic. So I want to thank Dan for being here. Dan, thanks. I think that a lot of this information will be very beneficial to a lot of other people, a lot of other businesses. And join us in the future for future episodes of how to make videos work for you in your marketing campaign. Thanks a lot.